there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save. No intro today because we're going straight in to two games. First one against Stoke, second one against Sheffield United. If you missed anything on this save, top right hand corner there'll be a playlist there, so if you missed anything, go and check out all the past episodes and then come back and see this one. Run at the minute is okay, form is alright, a really poor defeat against Southampton the other day and a draw against Palace. Two home games, our home form's usually pretty strong, but yeah, those two games, a little bit of a freak accident, and hopefully we get back onto winning ways today against Stoke and then Sheffield United. So this is going to be the team that plays against Stoke at the Bet365 Stadium. We've got Horn in goal, Yedlin, Lascelles, Zagadou and Angelino are the back line. Fofana and Shelvey in the middle, Neres on the right, Wilson on the left, Grealish in behind, Fetty up. Shah, Chilwell, Maya, Cataldi, Perez, Embolo and Troy Deeney all on the bench if we need them to. Let's get into this first game against Stoke. 3 points, well and truly needed. First highlight, it comes just before half-time. David Neres steps in there and he's got Fetty up in the middle, but can he find him? No, Butland comes out and claims that really well. The early cross probably was the best course of action there, but fortunately, we didn't get it, but we do have the ball back. Zagadou now, down to Wilson, into Grealish. Grealish, can he find the ball? No, goes to Shelvey. Shelvey now, the linchpin of that midfield. David Neres to Shelvey again. Can we find an overlap somewhere? Grealish, they're defending really well here, Stoke. Just before half-time, Grealish into Harry Wilson, out to Angelino. Got a time and space to get a ball in, but Wimmer gets above Arp, and Shelvey hits that one from far out, but it goes high and wide. Still 0-0. Wilson, free kick just before half-time, goes for goal, and Butland's there, and David Neres can't sweep it away for a goal. Butland does really well in collecting that for the second time, and that will see us through to half-time. Yeah, second half of that first half, we came back into it a little bit more, putting a little bit more pressure onto the Stoke back line, but they defended really well in high numbers. So just going to say to the guys assertively, not happy with what I've seen out there. Again, a lot of underperformers in there. We need to see something a little bit different in the second half. Angelino with a throw-in, back to Harry Wilson, into John Joe again. He's got someone on the right side, but goes for goal himself, and first goal of the season for John Joe Shelvey. He did have Yedlin on this right-hand side, but he just took a shot himself, blasted it past Butland, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Angelino throwing the ball into Wilson, and he quickly gets the ball out to John Joe, and if we stop it there, Yedlin on this right-hand side, loads of space, but John Joe thought, no, I've got time and space to take a shot, pick my space, and he did as well. 1-0, 25 minutes to go. But highlight after we've scored, is it going to be a chance for us or chance for Stoke? Ince now on this right-hand side, goes inside to Hendricks, and they're playing it around the midfield. Diame, ex Newcastle, into a Phobie, and it's gone in. One apiece now to Stoke, but I think they're going to have a look at the VAR, and it's going to be ruled off for offside. Shelvey trying to run at the defence again, but falls to Ben Woodburn on loan from Liverpool. They've got 3 or 4 men in attack, and goes to Ndai, and that's a good save by Tino Horn. 4 minutes to go. It's a corner for Stoke. They're a big team. Ince going to whip this ball in. Short cross at the near post, and he heads it over, but I think Horn got a touch onto it, and it's another corner. Ince again going to get the ball in, trying to find Hendricks at the near post. Fofana into Diame. It's a good tackle from Angelino. We get the ball up to Troy Deeney. Can we set a counter-attack away? No, we can't. He gets tackled, and that's the end of the highlight. Deeney again on the attack, goes for a goal, or goes for a shot, and the number 20 gets the ball clear, and that is it. Full-time whistle's gone. A very professional performance from this Newcastle United side. 17 shots, 61% possession. We controlled the game well, I think, in patches. Last kind of 10 minutes seemed to kind of Stoke seemed to really pile on the pressure, but we played really well. John Joe Shelvey 8.3, and let's get to the second game against Sheffield United, and I'll be back with the lineup. Here's the team for the game against Sheffield United. A few changes made because I think more players need a little bit more game time going forward, and this is the team. Horn in goal, Manquillo, Shah, Zagadou and Angelino are the back line, Cataldi and Fofana in the middle, Embolo on the right, Wilson on the left, Maya comes in, and Deeney comes in for Fetty Arp. Should be enough to beat Sheffield United. They're rock bottom of the league. I'm expecting 3 points. Manquillo down that right hand side, first 10 minutes of the game, tries to find the ball into Troy Deeney. Fofana's going to pick this ball up. He's got Angelino on the side, but doesn't need him, and his first goal of the season for the club, and He had Angelino on that left-hand side, but again, he looked up, had loads of space in front of him, just thought, I'm going to take a pop. He does. We tried to get the ball into Deeney, but Stearman does well and gets that ball clear. And Fofana, lovely hit past Darlow, I think it is, in goal. And it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Angelino down the line to Maya, gets a flick on, but only as far as Stearman, and Zagadu's missed that header, and Morales, he's in on goal. Can he score? Yes, he can. Kevin Morales puts them back into the game. 20 minutes gone, and it was Zagadu missing the header, and Horn had no chance with that. One apiece. It was just a lump up field. Zagadu gets underneath it. I don't know why, because he's a mountain of a man. Shah can't get back, and he puts it past Horn, and it's one apiece now. I mean, Shah, 10 minutes before half-time, Cataldi gets the ball out to Harry Wilson, and now Wilson's going to run up the defence, passes it out to Angelino. Embolo's at the back post, hits the post again, and they get it clear. Embolo just really, really unlucky over the last couple of games to be to not have scored, really, to be fair. Really, really unlucky, and it's still one apiece just before half-time. And then we have it, half-time is here, and I'm going to get aggressive with the guys. We need a win from this. Far from pleased what I've seen out there. I know I made a few changes, but the guys out there should be good enough to beat this Sheffield United side. I say they're rock bottom of the league, or were rock bottom of the league, and we need to win games like this. With a corner just after the hour mark. He's trying to find Harry Wilson there, but Darla comes out and claims domination from this Newcastle side, just not clinical enough at the minute. Manquillo picks up that ball from Darlow's clearance, and then Bolo down that right-hand side switches the ball over to Harry Wilson. He's got Angelino on the overlap. He uses him. Can he get the ball in? He can. Fetty-Arp's there, and he hits the bar, and they get it clear, but only as far as Angelino. He's going to whip that ball in again. Jack Stevens gets that ball clear, and Martin Odegaard finishes off the clearance. And that's almost over the line as well from Fetty-Arp, but not to be. Still one apiece. O'Connell with the free kick. 20 minutes to go now into Fleck. Back to O'Connell, and going to run at our defence, but Grealish holds him up, and we get the ball up to Fetty-Arp, out to Jack Grealish on that right-hand side. He can't get the ball in, falls to Manquillo. Can he get the ball in? He can. Fetty-Arp over to Maya. Darlow back to Wilson, can't get the shot away, and it's still one apiece. And Bulldog down the other end of the pitch. Back to Bulldog, trying to find Vidra at the back post, but Grealish should get that clear and does. O'Connell now picking up that ball. Maya charging up to press the central defender. Coots now in the middle of the park to Stevens, but Shah comes out and headers that ball. Can Wilson get onto it? No, Bulldog beats him to the ball. Very, very bitty in the middle of midfield here, and it's about, say, really, really tough game against Sheffield United. Manquillo down that right-hand side, gets the ball in. Fetty-Arp this time. Fetty-Arp scores 2-1 to Newcastle United. And Fetty-Arp with his 7th goal of the season. And a lovely cross-in from Manquillo. Very bitty exchange between both teams. Couldn't get a foot on the ball. Great tackle by Manquillo. And this time he gets the ball in. Arp gets there before Darlow. Darlow in no man's land. 2-1 to Newcastle. And there we have it. 2-1 to Newcastle. Not as clear-cut as I wanted it to be. Probably those changes didn't help, but we came away and got the 3 points. Good comeback from the boys, so well done to them. Let's see where that sees us in the league, and it's going to put us 5th at the minute. Liverpool still got a game to play, as have United. So yeah, we're going to be in and around those European places when we come back next time. So we will be back for the Fulham game and the West Ham game at the end of November. Plus, we're going to give you the highlights of the Chelsea and the Wolves games as well, so you don't miss any action going forward in this season. That's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, 12 o'clock Sunday, we're going to bring you Fulham and West Ham, plus the highlights of Chelsea and Wolves. I'll see you soon.